Okay, so the SIU has been given a green light to go after Ramaphosa's nephew's assets, which are worth over, wait for it, 520 million rands. The reason why they can go after them is because allegedly a lot of them came from the money stolen from the Tembisa Hospital. In this video, I'm going to show you what's going on there. But if you stay with me right up until my biblical reaction, I'm going to drop a truth bomb that will leave you with the video I know you'll want to share with someone. It guarantees that South Africa will prosper, and prosper it will. If you agree with me, press like and let's go. Let's start here reminding you of the mess at the Tembisa Hospital.
Nearly 20 billion rand has been stolen from the Gauteng Health Department over the past decade. Now, given the scale of this alleged theft, what does it say about accountability and oversight within the Gauteng Health Department? I just wanted to ask if you could please start off by relaying how exactly you came to the figure 20 billion rand being stolen out of the Gauteng Department of Health over the last 10 years is a large sum.
20 billion rand over 10 years is a huge amount of money that could make a very big difference to the quality of care in Gauteng. We get to it through a study of 10 years of Auditor General's reports registered as irregular expenditure. Irregular expenditure means expenditure that hasn't been properly budgeted for, and so on, and it is a proxy for corruption. We also get it from studying SIU reports over the whole of this period, and many of those SIU reports deal with aspects of corruption and allegations of corruption in the Gauteng healthcare system. And further, we get it from media investigations, such as that investigation that has been undertaken by News 24 into the killing of Babita Deokaran, where the SIU suggested that from Tembisa Hospital alone, up to 2.4 billion rand has been flagged as possibly corrupt expenditures.
And so not only was money stolen, but life was stolen. Babita Deokaran, she found 860 million rands worth of shady dealings. They took her out.
4 years since whistleblower Babita Deokaran was assassinated. While the hitmen are in prison, the mastermind is yet to be identified. Deokaran's brother says it's only a matter of time until they are exposed. The KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner has linked a criminal syndicate to controversial tenderpreneur Vusumuzi Matlala, whom Deokaran had flagged for fraud back in 2021.
Have you had a chance to hear or listen to some of what General Mkhwanazi had to say in his media briefing?
Yes, I did.
And what did you make of it?
Well, I'm actually glad that he's spoken out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't pertain only purely to Babita. It pertains to many other departments in this country. And our entire system has been compromised here. And I'm glad that he has brought it to the fore. And on behalf of that, we're actually grateful for him, as I've said.
Yeah. There's a lot of speculation around a tenderpreneur who's recently been arrested, a Vusumuzi Matlala, who seems to have been fingered or identified in the investigations that Babita was doing. Anything more that the family is aware of pertaining to his alleged involvement, perhaps in her death?
So once again, I say I don't like to speculate, but yes, his name did come to the fore, according to Babita's report, and hopefully now it's all coming to light. Because if it has been mentioned in 2021 and nothing was done about it, it's about time we do something about it.
I want to ask you point blank, does the family believe he's the mastermind?
We would not speculate on that again, because it's a difficult situation to be in until you provide proof to us, on the table or via a report, whatever the case may be. I'd leave that to the SIU to decide.
Do you think there is a political will to actually find the person who ordered the hit on Babita?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely, they would find the person, because the trail is there. You just need to follow the trail and follow the money. That's all.
So the SIU released its report today about what they found at the Tembisa Hospital.
Investigations has actually proved that there was nothing purchased or nothing was purchased. As a result of that, money was actually siphoned. The total value of matters under investigation over 2 billion. These numbers are constantly updated as new companies are identified through ongoing investigations and the flow of funds involving irregularly appointed service providers at the Tembisa Hospital. Now, I'd like to focus on the syndicates that to date we have uncovered. We have uncovered a syndicate that's referred to as the Maumela syndicate. So the Maumela syndicate refers to the syndicate that is linked to Hangwani Morgan Maumela. The SIU is reviewing 1,728 bundles worth 816 million related to the Maumela syndicate and has completed to date 924 analyses, uncovering significant irregularities. So the SIU has traced about 41 suppliers or service providers linked to this Maumela syndicate. 3 of the companies that were awarded contracts to the value of 13,538,292 in this syndicate are linked to Vusi Matlala. This Vusi Matlala would have come in as part of the syndicate that, according to our evidence, is really led by this Maumela. Maumela's identified assets amount to around 520 million, including luxury vehicles and properties valued at 293 million. Notable properties include a 75 million property in Bantry Bay and various others in Gauteng. The property in Hartbeespoort, Northwest, 2 properties in Sandton, Gauteng, property in Zimbali Estate, Balito, Durban and KwaZulu-Natal, 2 twin tower properties in Cape Town, Western Cape, and some of the motor vehicles include Lamborghini, Urus, Lamborghini Hurricane, Lamborghini Aventador, and another Lamborghini Urus, Bentley Continental, Isuzu D-Max, a multi-purpose trailer, Badger Fire Blast CC, Regency 250 LE boat. We do these freezes as part of ensuring that whenever we have to recover the monies the department has lost, in particular Tembisa, so that all of these properties can really be liquidated, converted into money that can be sent back into the Department of Health.
You know, I think most South Africans appreciate that money has been taken back, but when lives have been stolen, because you can imagine some gogos died at that hospital because of lack of things, because of money stolen. Some cousins of people got in car accidents and died at that hospital because of the resources that were stolen. And I think most people want to see people behind bars than they want to see money being recouped. I don't know. Let me hear from you below. So speaking of behind bars, General Khumalo was at the Madlanga Commission today, and this was his testimony.
The 5 charts that I'll be taking the commission through, number 1 is communication between Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and Mr. Brown Mukhotsi, who is a businessman linked to several SAPS officials, and he appears to have been involved in funding activities for the Minister of Police within the ANC. A printout of WhatsApp chats between Matlala and Brown Mukhotsi is attached.
The second?
The second one will be the communication between Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and Major General Sinona, who is the head of DPCI in KwaZulu-Natal. A printout of the WhatsApp chats between Mr. Matlala and Major General Sinona is attached.
And the third set of communications?
The third set is the communication between Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and the acting chief of police in Eguruleni Metropolitan Police, Mr. Julius Mkwanazi. A printout of the WhatsApp chats between Mr. Matlala and Mr. Mkwanazi is attached. The fourth is Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and Mr. Calvin Rafadi, who is an academic commentator linked to several high-ranking SAPS officials, and the printout of those WhatsApp chats are attached.
And the fifth?
The fifth one is the communication set between Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and Mr. Suleiman Karim, who is a business person linked to several high-ranking SAPS officials. The printout of those WhatsApp chats between Mr. Matlala and Mr. Karim is attached. Commissioners, Mr. Matlala or one of his employees makes payments to Mr. Mohozi directly, sometimes for expenses related to the African National Congress events, and in particular for the benefit of delegates of such event. In return, Mr. Mohozi uses his influence within the SAPS and the ministry to manipulate SAPS processes so as to frustrate criminal investigations into Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala. Also leaks highly confidential or classified information of the SAPS to Mr. Matlala. Also coordinates the payments from the SAPS to the Medicare 24 Tswane District, a company owned by Mr. Matlala, which unlawfully procured a contract from SAPS worth 360 million.
Wow. So if you don't know who all these people are, you certainly want to go to the bottom and watch the video. This was earth-shattering. It's probably also going to come up in the ad hoc committee in Parliament as well. Now, why are we seeing less people behind bars? There used to be a structure like the Political Killings Task Team that used to operate successfully throughout the whole South Africa, but the ANC cancelled the Scorpions under Kgalema Motlanthe. So the journalist asks here, she says hawks, she means scorpions. This is what he says.
Our incoming acting police minister has reflected on protecting our domestic interests, bolstering criminal intelligence. Now, we've heard from someone like Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi about the dire state of our criminal justice system, and many have asked about your role, President, when you disbanded the Hawks. I know it's an old conversation, but do you regret this?
Well, as Justice Zondo indicated, it was an ANC conference resolution driven by the Minister of Police, and I had to assent to it as President at the time.
Okay, so he takes no responsibility because he had to do what the ANC told him to do. It was the ANC's decision. So, there we go. What happens when you put Jacob Zuma, Julius Malema, Floyd Shibambu in a room and ask them to discuss the future of this country while the Scorpions are being too effective at clamping down on crime? Well, this is what you get. A 50-second National General Council and resolutions of 2007. What did they decide? Well, they decided that the Directorate of Special Operations, the Scorpions, must be dissolved, and that the members of the Scorpions must just come under the SAPS. And not only that, but they must make laws as a matter of urgency to make sure that this happens. So they dismantled the Scorpions, and that's why you have the Matlalas, the Mokhotsis, the Mkunus getting away with literally murder, with billions having been stolen as a result. What a betrayal! My biblical reaction. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, the betrayer, this is how betrayal works in South Africa. He said, why was this fragrant and expensive oil not sold for a whole bunch of money and given to the black people of South Africa, the poor? This, he said, not because he cared for the blacks, but because he was a thief and had the money box. He was in the state and he used to take what was put into it. Isn't this the betrayal that we've seen in South Africa? That the black parties who say we want to get the money to the blacks. So how do we do it? To get it to the black people, our people, let's bring all the money into the state, and there must be tenders, there must be expropriation of land to the state, there must be all sorts of things, BEE with the state, and it sounds like it's because they care about black people. But no, we have seen, and it's become very clear, that it's because they are thieves and they are close to the states, the money box, and they are taking what is put in it. Ramaphosa's nephew from a previous marriage, Hangwani, has taken 520 billion all to himself. How? Off the back of we are doing it for black people. Jesus said, leave her alone, for she's kept this for the day of my burial. Then he said, for the poor you have with you always. This doesn't mean don't care about the poor, but it means don't use the existence of poor people to pretend that all money must come to you. This is what we've been dealing with in South Africa. Please tell me, us as black people, most especially in South Africa, when we saw that things were going completely wrong in 2010, why didn't we just shift 40% of the vote to another party? Why don't we just shift 30% of the vote to the DA and 20% to the Freedom Front Plus? Oh no, we move it to the EFF and to the MK. Well, that's like driving a 3 Series BMW and realizing you really don't like how it drives, so you move and sell the 3 Series and move to a 1 Series, or move from the 3 Series to the 5 Series. You've already seen the mess that the BMW has made. Oh, what do you mean vote DA? What if the DA brings back apartheid? Well, isn't that how black parties operate? They tell you you are not free. They always tell you you are not free. How can your employee, someone you voted for, to whom you say you better do well or I fire you in 5 years' time because I'm just trying something different, how can they bring back apartheid against their boss, you, the voter? Why is it then, as jobs got very bad, us as black people, we didn't move our vote and say, these ones are doing bad. Let me not vote for anyone who was part of messing up the Scorpions, which is EFF, MK, Maibuye, ANC. They all made the decision together to say, we don't want good cops who are going to catch us on tender fraud. Why didn't we just go, okay, this 5 years, I'm trying the Freedom Front Plus. Oh, they are Afrikaners. They remind me of apartheid. Yeah, the ones in Aparanda apartheid didn't work for you. These ones are your employees. Why not change employees and see if this one does well? And tell them, if you don't do well, I'm going to fire you. It's because we keep being told we are not free. Mandela didn't stay in 27 years so that you keep voting for his party. He gave you 27 years in jail because he meant, here's what you're free to do. You're free to hire an employee for 5 years and fire them if you don't like what they did the last 5 years. But the black parties, make sure that through their continual stoking of resentment, of anger, and all of that, by continually pretending they are black parties who care about black people, they don't. So, my encouragement to all black South Africans, you are free now to be the boss of any political party. The BMW is not working. Please don't change to 1 series and 5 series. How about take your freedom now? Shift from BMW, try 1 VW. It's for 5 years. If you don't like what they do, you fire them. You're in charge. You're free. Try a Toyota. If it doesn't ride like the way you want, you're the boss. It's only for 5 years. You're not under them. They're under you. Because after 5 years, you can say you're fired. Listen, because we don't do this, our grandmothers are dying at Tembisa Hospital. Our cousins are the ones that have to die at the Tembisa Hospital. Someone's going to come and call me a sellout. I don't need to be here. I don't need to do this. Whether South Africa tanks or does well, I'll do okay. I will always live in the best part of town because I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, you are a hired black. I'm an entrepreneur. I know how to make money, okay? If I buy sweets tomorrow for 300 rands, in 5 years, I'll be making $1 million a month from those sweets. I don't need anyone to give me money. I know how to make it. My concern is for this country, that we will prosper. And that's why I'm making a heart-to-heart message. Please, my people, why should you go to your grandmother's funeral 20 years before it's necessary, when you're actually free to choose an employee, whoever they might be? They may be IFP. You know the ANC doesn't work. It's the people who sat together and said, we must fire cops. Why be like a slave, like someone who's not in charge? They put fear in you. They tell you if you vote for this party, apartheid will come back. How can apartheid come back when you are the boss now? You are free to hire and fire whom you want to try every 5 years. Take advantage of your freedom. How about it? So I want to thank all of you. Your encouraging comments mean so much to me. Some of you send me emails. I actually do read them. Thank you so much. I may forget to respond, but the encouragement means a lot. And for those of you who are on the Prosperity Pledge, that means a lot too, because beyond anything, it just becomes an encouragement saying, what this cost you in your life, fighting for your country, I'm here. I recognize you, brother. Please keep going. And that means so much. And those of you, if you followed this channel and you want to be part of the Prosperity Pledge, please go down to the bottom. You'll find a link there, and just hold up our arms as we do this, as we have so many things that we are doing, because South Africa will prosper. So no man can serve two masters. Either he'll love the one or hate the other, or he'll despise the one and honor the other. You cannot serve God and Karl Marx. Let's make history together. Cheers.